Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. And today is going to be our third video doing our Zoro showcase, right? So kind of showcasing the power of this really aggressive red deck that has been falling out of flavor, but I think is still very good into a lot of things in the current meta. You saw us yesterday just beating up on Sakatsuki. However, in today's video, we're going to show a couple matchups that are a little bit more hard for us than just aggroing them down. So the first two games are going to be two games against a Red Purple Luffy, trying to navigate how to get around the opponent having a 6k leader that we have to attack into, because it makes our little units a little bit worse when the opponent has that extra 1k power, right? It kind of ends up countering the Zoro effect. Then we have one game against Enel, which is going to show you exactly why Zoro is now the best deck in the format. And that's really because of that matchup and how hard it is to be able to get through the last life that the Enel player has. Then we have one match against Sabo that's just going to show you like a super crazy high roll. And then two more games against a yellow big one player, which is kind of like playing against Karakuri, which is a lot better for the Zoro deck. So hope you enjoyed this, I guess, 5 different games coming up today against 4 different leaders. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, so I will appreciate any help that you can give us in subscribing to us or telling your friends that play One Piece about our channel so that they also can subscribe to us. So yeah, hope you enjoy the games, and I'll see you all later. In this match, we're going against Red Purple Luffy. I guess we can go ahead and just go first and just try to put aggression into them. I don't mind this. You know what? I don't mind this. Let's pick the Zoro. I don't know that we're gonna get to play all these 1-drops out, right? Opponent probably doesn't have a lot of counters, right? So we can go like Zoro. They get a 10 cost Luffy. Okay, so we know what the opponent's gonna be ramping up to. So they have 10 cost Luffy. We can go here, attack for 6, eat up a card. Eat up a card from the opponent, or have them take a life. Then we'll go Sanji and Nami again. I like the Jet Pistol to KO like a kid, for example, or I guess a queen. Oh, they gave me a 2k counter. Oh, sign me up. Sign me up. I kind of like the Brook, but I also like the Luffy to get through any blockers that they'll put in my half. I might actually need the Radical Beam at some point, though. Let's keep the Luffy. Let's keep the Luffy. Let's have these rushers to attack with. Maybe we start swinging here next turn, especially with the Makino. Opponent gave me a 2k counter, so I think I'm just gonna continue attacking for 6s, right? Opponent gets this Luffy. Interesting. I mean, the only downside now is that if I go, like, opponent can easily just continue. How do I do this? They just play another 2k counter. They gave me a 2k counter earlier. They're gonna be a 6 down next turn. They give me a 1k counter this time. I guess let's go like this. We'll whiff this one. We can go 6 here as well and just at least let them. Yeah, let's at least push another 6 here. We'll have enough attackers that I don't mind doing this one. I guess we can go Makino and go for another 6, and opponent can kill a whole board, but that seems a little bit bad. I think we just go Nami again. I think this time I do like. We know the opponent has Luffy, but they don't get Luffy until the turn after. We can go Brook. I don't mind going Brook here. The Diable Jambe is interesting, right? But we do have this started deck Luffy already. The opponent has the law that they potentially just drew, or maybe they just didn't want to give me that 1k earlier. Okay, so they can go ahead and next time they're going to be at 10. So next they're going to be at 10 and they can just play that Luffy right away. So I need to be careful not to just straight up die to the opponent's aggression. Yeah, because the opponent attacked into my Sanji, I think I'm not dying, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm dying because the opponent did that. We can kill that Luffy. We have 3 life. Opponent attacks twice. Then they play the 10 drop. Question is, do I want to actually play this Brook right now? Probably not, right? I think we just go like this. We'll go 3 here. There's no way opponent can give me anything here, right? I do like... Wow, they actually are? There's no way. Like, I have so many Namis. I can just continue taking this attack. There's no way that makes any sense, right? So we can go 3. No, I guess we can go 6. Play the Makino. Go for another 6. One of these can be for 8. Sure. 6. I'm gonna go attack for 6s. I think opponent doesn't have enough cards to defend the 6s. They can defend this nets too, but it's gonna leave them very vulnerable. Yeah, see, they have to like give me 2k. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to make sure that I keep enough for Radical Beam, so I'm gonna just go 6 and then 8. Opponent has no Dawn open right now, so they will have to give me 2 cards that are not events here, or go down to 0 life, and they go down to 0 life. And then here we can just pass. They can go for the 10 drop, or they can go for their 9 cost new gate. We know that the opponent has been giving us just a bunch of 2Ks. I think the aggression might be too much. Even if you kill this Makino, I still feel pretty good. I guess it sucks losing Makino, but still. I just need to make sure that I don't die, right? So, like, let's think about this. Can I bait them into killing us? Into trying to kill us? They go 5, they go 7. Then they have like 2 more done, and they can go a little bit more. I want to bait them into committing all their done into killing me. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't think you have the way to actually kill us. Not through the 4K counter and the Radical Beam. Opponent messed up. You need to ramp up. Oh wow, okay, so they're not even actually going after my life. They didn't do the combo correctly here. They could have ramped up to, they could have 4 done this time. They do get another card, which is good for them, I guess, and they can clear 2 more of my units. Okay, so they just wanted to clear my units, I guess. Alright, so they have nothing, right? They have nothing because they just have a bunch of big cost units. Alright, I guess we'll see it again. Opponent chose to go first this time. Let's keep this hand. I had to play around the 9 cost loss, so I think I'm gonna go Sanji and then Nami. Let's grab the Radical Beam. Let's grab the Radical Beam so that we never have to worry about being in a position where we could potentially die. Question is, I think I'm only attacking with Sanji if the opponent doesn't have another unit that they play here. If they play another unit here, like a Zoro, maybe I'm not attacking with Sanji. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm just attacking, right? So we can go 1... put the Brook there and still keep 1 done open. Yeah, so we'll go for 6. Okay. 6 again. While also developing another body. That's going to help us next turn. I like just going for 6s. Eventually they have to start giving me their 2k counters, and then they end up being really sad about it. Ooh. I don't hate this Fire Fist. I guess I cannot pick the Fireface. It's not a Straw Hat card. For some reason, I thought the Fireface was a Straw Hat card. Never mind. So we'll go ahead and just pick a Sanji. Opponent kills this Sanji, and then we still have a bunch of attackers. They play Jim Bart. I wonder if it makes sense to Jet Pistol this. Probably not, right? I probably just want to go attack, 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 and just have the Jet Pistols be dead cards in my hand. Yeah, so we can go sits here. We can go sits and sits, or we can go, I guess, sits. That's what makes this aqua, right? My done is not good enough. I guess I have to go 8. Sits and 8 and develop Sanji at the same time. Or we can go 5 sits. I guess we'll go like this. We'll go sits, develop Sanji, leave my 3Ks for when I have more done. Because I don't want to just attack and not develop anything. I think I'm gonna go like this and develop the Sanji. And just continue having these units, right? We know the opponent's gonna have 6, 8 done, so they're gonna have their new game next turn. So maybe actually we should attack. Maybe we should attack, right? If the opponent has new game for next turn, maybe we should actually go ahead and just slap this. No, let's go like this. Let them go for the new gate. I guess it could also be a Shanks. We saw them playing the Shanks. They haven't given me a single 2K yet. It's been just a bunch of 1K after 1K. This lets me kind of play around the law a little bit. Not like we care about law and our hand being so bad. That's the only downside when dealing with these 6K leaders, that you have to commit down to make your small units actually matter, right? And that's what makes them powerful. We have the Diable Jambe, so if we can get them to 0 life, I think we can actually just win. Seven. Okay, if you have the law, you have the law, right? I don't think I care. We lost the Diable Jambe and a started deck Luffy, so I guess I do care now, right? So I guess I do care now because of what we lost. We can get Pistol for 4. And he still be able to go 6 and 6, right? Might as well, right? Might as well just go like this. Force the opponent to use up their cards. I'm gonna leave my 1-cost units alive. Okay, they give me another 1K. And we'll go here. Ten cost Luffy here. Something similar. I just need to use that Jet Pistol, I think. We get Zoro. Yeah, this is going to be a 10 cost, I'm guessing. Are you going to do it the right way this time? They might do it. Nope, this. Okay, they did it the right way this time. They go ahead and ramp. They did it. We'll go Radical Beam here. Don't take that life. Opponent goes ahead, attacks twice. You ramp up 2 more times. Yep. There you go. You do your thing. You know what you needed to do last turn. You know what you needed to do last turn. Last game, sorry. Okay. No defenses. That would take it down to 6K. I wonder, so 6K and then we can actually counter out of it? Oh wait, no, that's a 12K? Never mind, we can't do math. I thought, once again, it happened before. I thought this was a 10K. Alright, doesn't matter. Opponent has 4 cards, 1 life. No, let's go 8. Hasn't given me a 2K counter, so it's easy for them to have the 2K counters here. There it is. Yeah, there it is. All right. Opponent gave me two 2K counters. They take it. All right. We didn't have any Magras or anything else. Unfortunately, the opponent plays too many cards that are non-counter cards, because like that was crazy that his Sit's attack went through. But when the opponent gave me two 2Ks, he kind of gave me a hint that he didn't have it. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Enel. And I think this is such a interesting matchup, to say the least. And by interesting, I mean really bad for us. Like, I feel like we have to kind of go for like this more, have a bunch of units first. Yeah, like I think we have to go for like have this bunch of units on the field first and then try to attack into them. But the, oh wait, opponent's playing the big mom version of this. So it might actually end up being better for us that they're playing this. Let's just attack for 5 here, and then we just go Dadan into Sanji. Alright, but they're still also playing... Because I need to find a turn where I can just go all in and just take their life, right? They're still playing... They could still be playing Gedatsu. They could still be playing Gedatsu. We have to develop, I guess... I guess we can attack 5. Still have 3 down to develop 2 things. Sure, let's go like this. Let's go 5. Let's go 6 and develop the rest. Okay, they give me the 2K. Let's go Sanji. Let's go Dadan again. Let's go Magra. Yeah, let's go Magra. We can make one of our 1-cost units stronger. Yeah. We can go Magra and I guess try to get them down to 1 life. The opponent goes to 8 Dawn. And that's only enough for Katakuri, nothing else. Okay. Ooh, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm just chilling if you do this. I'm absolutely chilling if you do this, right? Like, I'm just gonna attack you here. Yeah, I guess, I mean, again, I kind of just wanted to spend Dawn on saving their stuff. They don't do it, right? So, because the opponent did this, I think we just kind of go all in. More or less. I guess I don't want to play this Magra just yet, to be honest. Maybe we keep the Magra for later, because we can go 5, 5, 7, 6. Nah, let's make sure that we get them down to 1 life. So 6, 7. Let's go 5 here. I want to get them to 1 life. I want to get them to 1 life. And then next one, we just take the last life and percent lethal all at once. We keep enough for the Radical Beam. Opponent can go for the double attack, I guess, now, if they wanted to. They probably just want to kill my units, though, right? They just need to kill my units. We let them kill 1, not 2. Yeah, let's go like this. Let's let them kill 1, not 2. Yeah, they go Katakuri. If you put it on the Cracker, I think it's actually fine with us, because we know that you're gonna have to discard a card there, right? So we know you're gonna have to discard a card there. We'll go 5, 5, 5s and just go for 5s. Especially with you giving me a 2K counter there, we're just gonna go 5s. Yeah, so like they had to discard a card there, right? So 5. Give me another 2K. Okay. We want to be able to keep enough for Radical Beam, right? So we go 7 and then 7. Thunderbolt, and they... Okay, and then we go 7 again. They take it. They're gonna go for lethal next turn. We have Radical Beam and a couple of 2k counters and a 1k as well. They can go for the double attack, so I just need to be able to block this guy. No, they're not gonna go. So they have Yamato then, right? So they have Yamato and they're gonna get that extra life, and then we're gonna have to do the same thing all over again. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do the same thing all over again because the opponent got the Yamato. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let them just do it. Let them just do it. It doesn't matter, right? So we're gonna just go 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We go 6 and then we go 7. You're gonna have to discard one of these cards. Okay. Then we go like this, go for 7, and we can get them down to 0 life again. We still have the Radical Beam, where now the opponent still has the Cracker, has the Karakuri, the Yamato, and can also have the Enel to attack with. If they have a second Yamato, then we just get screwed over. Yeah, so they have to go for this big attack here, which is gonna force 9, 11, 13. Now they can just attack, and if we don't get 2k counters from here, we just get punished. No, not even, because the opponent can just attack 8 and 9, right? Yeah, the double attack was just too much. Yeah, the Yamato just ends up punishing us in this matchup so hard. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Linlin. This should be decent for us. And let's keep this. Let's go Sanji. I think we just go super aggressive against Yellow. Yeah, the triggers are going to be annoying, but it's not going to be like impossible for us to actually defeat them. They go double pudding. Okay, the double pudding is annoying. They get 10 costs. So I don't want to play this Makino because the opponent has the things, right? If we go 6, 5, and then play this, I guess it's fine. Sure. The opponent has to commit at least 1 down to be able to kill this guy. Go here. Turn gives me the 2k. Let's go here. Let's get Jet Pistol. Pass the turn. Good thing it wasn't Nami. That was only Brook or Jet Pistol there as choices for Nami. I do want to kind of develop my board more before we kind of attack into them. Yeah, they're gonna go here. Yeah, I mean, I want them to attack into my life, so I don't think I'll try to save that Sanji. Another pudding. Okay, the puddings are really bad. Like, they're having this many puddings is really bad for us because they're able to just clear my board. So what was that? Pero, Smoothie, Linlin. Sure though, right? Like, it's certainly annoying. Don't get me wrong, right? But the opponent doesn't really have a lot of ways to survive our attacks. Like, they won't get to turn 10, right? They won't get to turn 10. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trashing the top of my life every single time. We'll go like this. And we'll go ahead and pick the Sanji. That's the turn. So turn 7. I do have to be careful not to die, but we have the Radical Beam. Opponent really doesn't have any attackers that really matter to us. We know they have a Cracker in their hand. They have Perospero, 10 cost Linlin, and they also have the... they play the Smoothie, right? They counter out with the Smoothie. They counter out with the Smoothie. Next time we can start playing this Makino stuff. Yeah, like you can kill. Again, I don't care about this. I'm just gonna continue playing units over and over again. They do get to swap their cards here. which is nice for them. So, how are we doing this? So, one down here, and we probably want to play the Sanji. So that's 4. Leaves me with 4 more. We can go 2, 1, 1. Again, the problem is opponent being able to just swim back and kill my units, right? Randolph. They have the thing. Yeah, they have that thing is what I was thinking of. 6, 7. And we can go 7 with Zoro. We know that the opponent has a Linlin. We know you have a trigger there that you used. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I respect it. Let's go for 6. Let's go for 6. Force it 2k. No 2k. Let's keep one door open for the Radical Beam in case that we need to actually survive. Thunderbolt. Okay. So my problem is that if the opponent gets a blocker in one of these guys, they just win the game, right? Again, this puddings actually just saved them. Because he stopped me from being able to go as aggressive as I usually will be able to go. Because the opponent was able to continue having cards to save their units with. We also don't have any rushers. I'm just surprised that the opponent's not going after my life. Even if they drop the 10 cost Big Mom, I guess they could have a... Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to trash the life. Yeah, we 2k counter this one. Okay, we get the rusher. 3, 4, 5, 3, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. Oh, sorry, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7. But then I don't have anything for next turn. I think we go for 5. I think we go for 5. Let them tap out of it. Oh, they don't. 7. If you don't have the counter, you're gonna get punished. Okay. And then we go 9. And now if you actually don't have the counter, you're just gonna lose the game. Ha! Okay. They count another 10 cost Big One. I had a Soul Focus. So like the opponent's trying to put the Soul Focuses back into their top of their life with their Big One. So it makes sense why they do it that way. Let's mulligan. Let's look for more searchers. That's a better hit, but we have too many events in our hand. So there was a good chance that we were gonna whiff that. We didn't, so that's lucky. Hopefully they don't get a bunch of puddings again, right? And doesn't look like they actually did. So we can go here. Let's actually play... No, even if I get the Sanji, I don't think I want to play the Nami. I think I'm just gonna go 5, 6, and play Nami. If the opponent has the... if the opponent had the Thunderbolt, then they had the Thunderbolt. We end up not getting the Nami anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think it has to be Brook. I think it has to be Brook. It lets me put the Dawn on the Zoro and be able to still develop a unit. When it gets Perospero. Again, the Perospero is annoying, but doesn't really matter as much. I have to just continue putting pressure. Yeah, so we go like this. We go like this. Go for 6, give me a 2k. Then we go for 7, give me a life. You got the trigger? They got the trigger. Perospero again? Okay, wait a minute. They discarded a card for that. They discarded a card for that. They get to swap one of the cards in their hand. So this is going to be something that's a trigger, most likely, right? Okay. Ooh, we got a Kelly Dadan, so we get to kind of just refill our hand a little bit. No Magras or Makinos, right? Kind of makes my 1-drops a little bit worse in this matchup. We just ended up with way too many events, right? We will be able to kind of survive, which the opponent might not expect. I think I'm fine, like, taking the damages from the Soul Focus on 7-cost Big Mons, for example. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 5-5, Curly Dadan, Sanji, and whatever we get from Dadan. Let's just fill our board up. I like this. Beige, okay. So they get to save themselves one more life. Alright. I would have loved to go for a second Magra, actually. I guess we should. And just play Sanji here. And just pass the turn. That's a big attack with the double Magra, if we can buff up the Sanji. Opponent has 8 down here, so they can go for like a 7-cost Big Mom. They have to try to kill both of these. We have 3 attacks, 4 attacks. They get the pudding. They get the 7 costs. We trash alive. We're always trashing alive. You know this. But they don't want to play 7 costs because they need the Dawn, right? I don't think I'm dying next turn, right? Remember that we have a bunch of Radical Beams, so we can go to 3, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done open. So we can have 5 done open here. Just go for a 7k. Oh, sorry, 3 done open, not 5. I don't know why I said 5. Yeah, we can go 7, 7, 7. Let's go 7 here again. If the opponent doesn't block this, I will just go Magra, Magra, Makino, right? Yeah, see how the opponent had to give it to us? So, we go like this. 7. Opponent takes this one. Then they're going to settle for lethal next turn, and they're going to get punished by us having triple Radical Beam. Because for some reason we drew triple Radical Beam. I might actually just take that last life card. I guess depends, right? Because I probably have to take that 7k, that 8k from Linlin. But we definitely just get in there next turn, right? Oh yeah, so I just take this one, right? I take this one. And yeah, I'll just use the trigger on one of the Perosperos. So now we have one less attacker to worry about. Alright, we have one less attacker to worry about. We give you the Curly Dadan here. We know we have all this. We know we have a bunch of Radical Beams, so it doesn't matter if they go to 14. We go Radical Beam, Radical Beam, Radical Beam. And the opponent just loses again. So a little bit unfortunate for them. But the only reason that this game was not over is because we have way too many Radical Beams in our hand. Otherwise, I feel like we could have gone a lot faster. The opponent also didn't hit a lot of triggers, so that's a little bit unlucky for them. Looks like they had a lot of Sanjis in their hand. The only trigger they really hit was the beige that they put into their life themselves. But yeah, GG's. Even if we didn't hit that trigger here, we had enough counters to counter out of it. In this match, we're going against Sabo. Ooh, okay, they have a lot of blockers, right? I think I'm going to keep this hand just because we have the Searcher, but I want to look for... if we go here, we'll be able to attack with Sanji next turn. Let's go for Sanji. Let's kind of just go super aggressive. If I can take them down to 0 life, then my Luffy can actually put a lot of pressure, right? It's a little bit weird because obviously I don't want to just play this Sanji and just let him die right away. Let's go Nami first, see what we get. We get a lot of good stuff here. The Zoro or the Brook. Which one do we prefer? Can also just go Sanji. Honestly, why don't we go Sanji? And just play it? Let's assume that the opponent's not going to hit our life, and that way we can get a stuff on our life back. Because if we're going for this super aggressive strategy, the opponent has no reason to be hitting our life. So by playing the Sanji, we should be in a decent spot. This is going to be hitting there for 7, right? but we have to have arrested Dawn for that to actually matter. So I guess we can go, yeah, they get for the Borsalino. Jet Pistol. Nah, okay. Now, would that have been too much to ask for? Just a Jet Pistol for once, right? Let's go Magra here. So this is 6, 7. This is going to be 6. We can go... Yeah, so this is going to be 7. He's forcing the block or 2 cards out of the opponent. Right? We can go like this. 6. 7. Okay. 8. Again, if we take them down to 1 life, look at what we got now, right? Okay, they go ahead and take it, and then we go 7. And the opponent's gonna have to give me... Yeah. Yeah, what a... This was what? That was Dawn 5, guys? That was Dawn 5. That was on my 5 Dawn turn that we just did that. They actually are playing Lucy, by the way. That's actually cute. So they get to play Lucy and kill 2 of my units. Oh wait, they don't, because they have not. They don't get the... Lucy requires me for them to have 3 cards. They also make a mistake and leave the Makino alive. Yeah, they need to actually have the 3 cards. So they leave the Makino alive. And yeah, we just go ahead and... Yeah. What is this deck? They have no counters. They have no counters. They just playing Sakasuki, but on Sabo instead. But it's still. Can you believe that turn, that 5 down turn that we just had? That was turn 3. That was turn 3, and we just had 1, 2, 3, 4 7K attacks back to back into the opponent on turn 3. GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games against these different leaders that we had in this video. I wanted to kind of switch it up today and show as many leaders as possible, since we kind of just focused on Sakasuki yesterday. Of course, we had the matches against the Red Purple Luffy. I know I talked about how annoying it is to get through that 6K leader. I think the opponent's list was a little bit too greedy. It looks like they had a lot of like non-counter cards. So we were able to just go for 6 and just eat up their life and their counters. The good thing in the match is that they only have 3 life, right? So you're able to kind of just put a lot of pressure, and eventually you could have your Diable Jambe if you get into 0 life to just finish them off, right? Then we had to see the matchup against Enel, which is a completely different story. And honestly, Yamato just kind of kills us, right? Like Yamato kills us, it gives them that extra life, lets them kill one of our units, and then we have to get through that life one more time. And of course, the opponent had that double attack, which allowed them to just be able to kill us and just be able to win the game from there. I wonder if it was correct for us to take that double attack, but I don't think it was, because the opponent still has so much stone open that if we took that double attack, they just put everything on the Yamato and just win the game anyways. So I think we were always going to lose that game as long as the opponent found at least 1 Yamato, which they did. And then we got to see a couple more matchups. The matchup against Sabo, we kind of just high-rolled the crap out of the opponent. And then the matchup against Big Mom is kind of like how I expect these matchups to go if you're going against a regular yellow deck like Karakuri or Big Mom. Because you're able to just attack for 5 so often and just put so much aggression onto them. And unless they get like a bunch of puddings, which the opponent did in the first game, and it wasn't enough, right? Even if they get a bunch of puddings, like that's where it makes it awkward, because it kind of makes it hard for you to when to flip your units to attack with. But still, we just had too much aggression against Yellow, which is again how it should be. But anyways, hope you all enjoy all those games, and I hope that you all enjoy the Zoro showcase over the past 3 days. We're gonna move on back tomorrow to probably Luffy, to be honest. Just give Luffy a shot and kind of see how he goes, how he's still feeling. I feel like a lot of people are giving Purple Luffy too much respect, especially now that Sakasuki has been such a big menace into the meta. So let's kind of see how we can do with Purple Luffy tomorrow. If you like our content and you want to keep up to date to our content, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Tell all your friends, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We're so close to 1,000, so help us get there. See you all tomorrow and enjoy your day.